Have you ever felt the ice in your soul that only betrayal can cause? That lump in your throat, the cold stab coming from the very person you trusted the most? The hand you held being the same one that pushed you into the abyss? This pain, which seems to tear your identity apart, is not yours alone. It is an echo of an ancestral pain, which carries a deep spiritual secret. What if I told you that the way you deal with this wound today was defined more than 2,000 years ago in the darkest garden in history, and that understanding this secret could free you from the prison of this sorrow forever? We all know the story of the most famous betrayal in humanity. Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, hands over Jesus, his master and friend, for 30 pieces of silver. But what the scriptures do not detail, what was hidden between the lines, is the true spiritual role of Judas. This is the secret. Judas was not just a traitor, he was the materialization of a cosmic tool, a dark mirror. Jesus, in his infinite wisdom, was not caught by surprise. He knew what was in Judas's heart. The kiss was not the blow, but the confirmation of a universal law. For the greatest light to shine, the resurrection, the densest darkness needed to manifest. Judas represents the doubt, the fear of scarcity, the insecurity, and the wounded ego that dwells within all of us. He is the part of us that, at some point, out of fear or for gain, betrays our own principles, our dreams, or the people we love. By accepting the kiss, Jesus was not being a passive victim. He was teaching the most difficult lesson. To transcend, one must face betrayal head-on, not as a personal attack, but as a final test of one's own faith, and above all, of one's ability to forgive the unforgivable. Now, look at your life, at that person who hurt you, be it a friend, a partner, a family member. On your path, he or she was your Judas. Do you understand? The universe did not send you an executioner to punish you. It sent you a disguised master. The pain you feel is their finger pointing to your own wounds, to your own insecurities, to the places where your faith in yourself and in love was most fragile. The secret of betrayal lies not in the other's act, but in your reaction to it. To hold on to hatred, resentment, the thirst for revenge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It is allowing that kiss of Judas to repeat in your mind. Every day, every hour, you become a prisoner of an event that has already passed. Jesus showed us the way. He did not curse Judas. He followed his mission. Judas's betrayal did not define him. What defined him was the forgiveness on the cross and the resurrection. The betrayal was just the trigger for his greatest glory, and your pain, it can be the trigger for your greatest transformation. The question is not, why was I betrayed? The spiritual question is, what did this betrayal come to teach me about myself? Where do I need to strengthen myself? Where do I need to learn to forgive in order to set myself free? You are not the victim of your story. Betrayal does not define your worth, does not extinguish your light, does not determine your destiny. It was just a chapter, a necessary storm to clear the air and show you how strong your spiritual house needs to be. The great final secret is this: betrayal offers you a sacred choice, the choice to remain in the darkness of resentment, chained to the past, or to use the strength of that pain to be reborn, to become someone wiser, more compassionate, and above all, unshakable. Transform the poison into an antidote. Transform the wound into a portal. Free yourself from your betrayer, not for them, but for you. This is the true act of power. If this message resonated in your soul, do not imprison it. There is someone, right now, feeling the ice of betrayal, believing it is the end. Be the light that guides them. Share this revelation and help heal another wound in the heart of the world. Remember, every betrayal forces you to face your own power of resurrection. Betrayal hurts because it wounds not only the heart, but also the trust we place in another. However, in the light of Spiritism, every experience is an opportunity for spiritual growth. When someone betrays us, it does not mean we are less loved by God. On the contrary, He invites us to a greater exercise of forgiveness and understanding. The one who hurts another is often trapped in their own limitations and pains. To forgive is not to accept injustice, but to free oneself from the weight of resentment. Sincere prayer is a balm that helps us heal deep wounds, and the law of cause and effect assures us that every act finds its just response in due time. Trust that no tear is in vain. The betrayal that hurts today may be the impulse that will make you seek more light, self-knowledge, and self-love. Christ taught us, love your enemies, not so we may be submissive, but so we may be free. Transform pain into learning. To forgive is to set yourself free, and to move forward is to honor the immortal spirit that you are. Forgiving is not forgetting, it is freeing oneself. Pain transforms into learning, and life flourishes under divine protection. Lift your head and live in the present, preparing for a new future.